San Diego just wrapped up, and I thought it was a good show, but seeing the responses online are really confusing to me because I posted a poll 13 minutes ago saying, what would you rate Survivor Series, right? And the options were awesome, mid, or trash, and 50% of people voted trash, 42% of people voted mid, and only 8% of people rated the show awesome, which is crazy to think about. But I'm gonna review the show and give you my thoughts and opinions through the entirety of the show. But before we begin this video, drop a big thumbs up down below, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel because it really helps the channel grow. Anyway, let's hop into today's Survivor Series San Diego 2025 review. But before I want to add something. Last second, during the women's Wargames match, I decided that I was going to take the screenshots of the thing like I do with my normal SmackDown and Raws. So I did that with this one. So, yeah. Anyway, I started this during the Io Sky entrance. So Charlotte and Asuka started the match off, but Io came in after. And she brought her own personal trash can that had Io Sky on it. Her and Asuka started the match. She tried to hit Asuka with it, but Asuka blocked it. And Io did this springboard crossbody clothesline thing to Asuka after she did a double crossbody thing to the other side of the ring. Hit a nasty bullet train onto Asuka with a trash can. And sent Asuka on the metal thing that's holding the rings together. But the man has come around with her kendo stick. She came in the ring, started smacking Io with it, and for no reason, just started smacking her with it, saying she's the greatest women's wrestler of all time, which is hard to disagree. And she did the Russian leg sweep with the kendo stick with help. She set up Io in the corner, and Charlotte started fighting back, trying to help her teammate. And eventually, the heel Becky and Charlotte did a matching exploder to the corner. But eventually, Charlotte and Becky got into it from nasty chops to Becky Lynch, and Becky shoved Charlotte's face into the cage, saying, I'm the greatest female wrestler of all time, blah, 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 and going into that. But Alexa Bliss came out to help her teammate, gave a nasty trash can drop kick to, I think that's Asuka. Then Charlotte used Alexa as a shield for Becky and let Alexa kick Becky in the chest. And we saw, I'm pretty sure that's a natural selection with a little neckbreaker type thing. Charlotte, getting her revenge, started rubbing the face of Becky Lynch with her boot. And Becky was like, stop! Stop! Though Kyrie helped her team, when she came in there, she had a chain on her and started whipping Charlotte with it. And even wrapped the chain around her and ran into Alexa's face with it. She got on the top rope and knocked Charlotte with it again. But that trash can lid was not stopping because she literally used it against Io Sky, hitting it on her side of Io's stomach area or ribs. Because who knows? Why not? But Kyrie did that to Io. But we saw a drop kick from Asuka to Io. Then Becky used the chain that Kyrie had on her and wrapped Io and Charlotte together, making Asuka and Kyrie do a double drop kick to both women. But AJ Lee came out with a let's light it up, let's light it up. She skipped down to the ring, but Becky Lynch had the door shut, so she couldn't come in. But she literally just climbed the cage and did a crazy crossbody from the top rope. She finally got her hands on Becky after Becky tried to run away to the second ring. She threw Becky's face into the turnbuckle and threw her into the cage multiple times. And she even got her hands on Kairi Sane. But that didn't help because Becky was there, took AJ out, and a double team happened and taking AJ out of the match. Nia Jax came out next to help her team, but she was the dominant force, taking out Alexa and Charlotte with the big double stomps. She even took out AJ Lee with a big, bump, and with a nasty powerbomb to Io Sky. But Io Sky's favorite women in all WWE, Rhea Ripley, came out looking with the Terrifier mask from the Art the Clown mask from Terrifier. By the way, Rhea's fight gear was absolute fire. Like, look at this. Like, the details to this was nasty. Anyway, she had the rest of Io's trash can, threw it at Nia Jax, and also had a kendo stick that she hit Kairi, and even tried to hit with Becky, but Becky ended up eating the floor anyway. And Rhea got on the top rope with a beautiful drop kick on Nia Jax, and put the trash can on Kairi's head while having that prism trap locked in, and then Io hit a drop kick to the trash can. But as Io and Rhea were celebrating, they got knocked down by Nia Jax, ruining the fun. But the bougie bully Lash Legend was the last one to come out for her team, officially starting Wargames. And as she hit that nasty forearm to AJ Lee looked like she just died. Won't lie. She even got her hands on Alexa Bliss, and she planted Charlotte with a nasty choke slam. And the biggest match possible happened. The bougie bully Lash Legend with the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley. This was a crazy match with them throwing punches, clotheslines. When we thought Lash had Rhea down, Rhea attacked with this nice kick to the side of the face. But she got hit with a nasty powerbomb by Lash Legend. Lash Legend also hit a giant boot to Rhea that Rhea sold like she just got shot. Then, Lash Legend and Nia Jax took Charlotte and Alexa and just slammed them against the cage and planted them in the middle of the ring. And I will say, Lash Legend is like Nia Jax, but way cleaner and smoother in the ring. So yeah. Anyway, the heel team, I just mean Lash Legend and Nia Jax picked up Io Sky above their heads and threw him at their other team. With the chain wrapped around Kairi's forearm, she hit Io with an in-chain elbow, but got broken up by Rhea Ripley. Then Rhea was surrounded by all four women, except when Becky tried to go for it, she didn't really work out because Charlotte saved Rhea from the miss by Asuka, which Asuka missed the bougie bully Lash Legend, leading to Charlotte to take out Becky. And I think this was a suplex, double suplex from Charlotte and Alexa to Nia Jax. Then we see a twisted bliss on Nia Jax. And Io got to the top of the cage. AJ Lee tried to give the trash can to Io, but she was too short, so she had to get on top of Rhea's shoulders. Whoa. I should delete that one. Anyway, Io put the trash can on herself, dived off it, landed on four of the members of Wargames, leaving Becky in shock and awe. But Becky tried to escape, but the babyface team caught her when she was trying to climb the cage because Charlotte pulled her down, hit her with a punch, lead making I think that's Alexa hitting her with a punch, the Riptide into the was it Widow's Web or something? I don't know. I forget what they called. The octopus is really I should be called, but I forget. I know the name of it. I just can't think of it. Which made Becky tapped out, leading to the babyface team to win in dominance with EO's trash can lid. So I thought the women's War Games match was a pretty solid match, and I would give it maybe an 8 out of 10. It was way better than last year's women's War Games match, and honestly a great opening to the show. But what's also next was the Intercontinental Championship match where John Cena defended his Intercontinental Championship in his final PLE match against the greatest luchador, the king of luchadors, Dominic Mysterio. Dominic came out with a match. John Cena came out with his San Diego merch. And he got that last time is now entrance and stuff. But what a surprise. Dominic started the match off hot, attacking John Cena. But after a while, John Cena finally got enough of his thing, of Dominic's stuff. Which didn't really last long when Dominic hit the 3 Amigos. But of course, early in the match, Roxanne and Raquel got blocked John Cena from attacking Dom, which led Dom to get the upper hand and jump John Cena. Then he used the outside environment to use against John Cena. But when Dom was on the barricade, he did the same move that Penta did, but this time to John Cena. And we all thought that Dominic Mysterio hurt his shoulder after doing the Hurricane Rana. You can see the medic team. But all of a sudden, John Cena gets hit with the Tejana Bomb and the Pop Rocks from Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, leading to Dominic coming back into the ring with a 619 Frog Splash. But the referee refused to count the pin and arguing with Dom, saying, you blah blah blah, you sure you hurt your shoulder, you pretend all that stuff, which made the referee kick out Roxanne and Raquel, leading to Cena hit the 5 moves of doom and the 5 knuckle shuffle into the STF, which Dom got to the ropes in time. But Dom pushed John Cena into the ropes after John took his boot off. 619 Frog Splash, but John kicked out, giving Dom an attitude adjustment, but he kicked out at 1. But they went back and forth with the blows, but as John Cena was going for the second shoulder tackle, he took out the referee, Chad Patton, and John put the STF in, even knowing he knew the ref was down. JD and Finn came down, took out John Cena, but as you see right here, when they're going for the classic moonsault coup de grace combo, JD, when he was going for the moonsault, John got the knees up, affecting him, and moved out the way for the coup de grace, put them in the corner, gave a double attitude adjustment, gave an attitude adjustment for Dominic Mysterio. But instead of a referee, we got Liv Morgan's big return to Survivor Series. But instead of attacking John Cena, she slapped the face of the greatest luchador of all time for absolute no reason, then jumped on the shoulders of John Cena, but then blowed him in the crotch, letting Dominic hit the 619 title shot, Frog Splash, and your new Intercontinental Champion with the help of Liv Morgan, the greatest luchador of all time, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And he walks out with the gold, becoming a two-time Intercontinental Champion with Liv Morgan by his side. This man is living a dream, if you ask me. And John, shocked and disappointed, he lost his final PLE match of all time. But the next matchup was Stephanie Vaquer defending her women's world championship against Nikki Bella, which was an okay match because we saw Nikki Bella come out, Stephanie come out, and as soon as the bell rung, Nikki took her advantage and started using her heel tactics against Stephanie, but Stephanie eventually fought back and gave Nikki a couple kicks to the face. But fast forward into the match, we see Nikki Bella and Stephanie on the outside. We see Stephanie put Nikki's neck right here on the apron, having her foot stepped on Nikki's foot, but try to knee Nikki Bella's neck into the apron, but she missed because Nikki moved out the way. Eventually, Nikki got control, hitting her with punches in the head. Again, of course, the babyface eventually got the advantage, slamming Nikki in the ring, and with nice clotheslines, the SVB, which normally works, Nikki kicked out. The nice bullet train in the corner, and I can't tell what that is. Oh, that's the Rack Attack 2.0 from Nikki Bella for the 1-2 rope break. Because I guess Nikki Bella, who's a WWE Hall of Famer and WWE veteran, made a mistake on that. But Stephanie finally completed her goal and did this thing that she tried earlier in the match. Hit the Devil's Kiss on the apron, and then did this Devil's Kiss right here in the middle of the ring. But if you can look right here, is that Santi? Yo, Santi, why'd you stand up for this spot, buddy? Yeah, and your paid actress was right there too. Yeah, why did Santi stand up for this moment, but not anything else in the match, huh? Did your paid actress also stand up? Yeah, also congratulations to Santi for finally putting a ring on his paid actress. Which probably means he'll have to pay her more, huh? Yeah, probably, huh? Anyway, Stephanie hit the spiral tap to win the match, and still your Women's World Champion, Stephanie Vaquer. But the main event was finally here, the men's Wargames match where we saw Team Punk take on Team Breaker. And I thought this was a pretty fun match with CM Punk starting off the match with Braun Breaker. These two went at it for a little bit, Punk going back and forth. Punk doing I think a jumping clothesline, but, Braun got out of it. But CM Punk's old rival, Drew McIntyre, came out. They started brawling, but Punk got hit with a Claymore. Braun Breaker and Drew McIntyre did a bunch of work to CM Punk, throwing him into the cage. But the American Nightmare, my GOAT, came out and climbed the cage, did a giant crossbody from the top, and even gave a Cody cutter to Braun Breaker, leaving them two out. And even Cody accidentally elbowed CM Punk in the neck, leading to some chaos as Drew McIntyre started punching and doing all that stuff to CM Punk, which didn't work for long when Cody and Punk finally started working on the same side when they hit the heart attack, and a nasty doomsday device to Braun Breaker, but Braun Breaker landed straight on his neck, and I thought he broke his neck for a second. Like, that would have been terrible. A bionic elbow to Drew McIntyre, but then, hey, yo! How can I be so good? Looking so humble came out. He gave I don't even know what you would call this, like a reverse power bomb, and even did a, jumping crossbody from the one ring to the other ring to CM Punk. But then for some reason, Cody and Logan decided to climb the top of the cage and started punching each other, which really didn't work out because Braun Breaker hit Cody's leg with a steel chair, letting Drew and Braun attacking Cody between the cage. We see Drew and Logan give the classic double suplex. But then, I was born a king man came out, Jimmy Uso came out, brought tables into the match, gave a super kick, and gave a super kick to Braun, a Samoan drop to Logan, and I think threw him into a barricade, which didn't work out for Jimmy because Braun took him out with a clothesline. I can't. Oh yeah, and then a Braun Breaker hit a nasty Frankensteiner to Cody Rhodes, but Bronson Reed came back in the match, just tsunami Punk, tsunami Uso, and tsunami Cody, and giving the heel team advantage. And as Bronson used his body to take out Punk again, and another kick to the side of the face from Punk, we do see Jimmy give a super kick to Drew, but then Yeet Man Jey Uso came out, started taking out, giving super kicks and enziguris and butts to Braun Breaker with a double super kick from the Usos, a double super kick to the Logan Paul with the 1D, and then Jey Uso decided to run it back. You know what I'm saying? He was like, run it back. Yeah, run it back. He got on the top of the cage, started yeeting, but got interrupted by the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. He came down the ring and just started German suplexing Jey into the table, German superplexing Cody, German suplexing Punk, which it looks like he landed on his head a little bit. Did it to Cody again, threw Punk into the cage, did it to did it to Jey again, gave F5 to Jimmy, gave an F5 to Punk, gave an F5 to Cody, gave an F5 to Jey, and did another suplex to Cody. This man, and then was hitting the steel chairs to Cody and Jey. Like, this man was literally eating all these members up until the OTC Roman Reigns came out. And apparently there's a loophole that you can literally leave the match before the match even starts. So Roman and Brock started fighting, Roman giving a Superman punch to Brock. One, that's 3. But eventually Brock got advantage, decided to F5 Roman on the table, throw him into the cage, throws him to the steel steps, puts him back in the ring, and F5s him in the middle of the ring. Almost pinned him, but Cody broke up the pin. Then Brock got hit by a GTS and a Crossroads, but Logan broke up the pin. Logan got his brass knucks from the Wise Man, knocking out Cody and knocking out Jimmy, but tried to knock out the OTC Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, but got hit with a spear. Roman took the brass knucks, put them on his knuckles. Superman punched Bronson. Drew gave a spear to Breaker, and even gave a spear to Brock with Jey on his shoulders through the Slim Jim table. By the way, can we just say, Roman Reigns' Superman punches are really deadly, but with brass knucks is even crazier. Jimmy got taken out by a Braun Breaker spear, and Roman even got taken out by a Braun Breaker spear as well. No, I don't think he did. No. Maybe he did. I don't think he did. No, I think Roman just fell. But Braun Breaker gave Jimmy Uso a spear, Jey a spear, Cody a spear. And then when he went going for a spear on Punk, he got hit with, the steel cage. Punk hit, I think, Logan with a GTS. But then a mystery guy in all black came in the ring, super kicked Punk, and gave him a nice curb stomp, letting Braun Breaker hit it, put the straps back up to put them back down. Yeah, Braun Breaker already had the straps up or down, so he had to put them back on, down, up, then down, then speared Punk for the 1, 2, 3, and the heel team for the very first time ever won the match. Yeah, we're all surprised here. Also, Where is he? The mystery guy who gave the curb stomp, obviously is not Seth Rollins. It might be. I'm gonna say Austin Theory. I saw people in Sancho West Wrestling's chat. Yeah, it's 100% Austin Theory. I think he was perfect size for Austin Theory too. Maybe it's Austin Theory. I'm gonna go with Austin Theory. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Austin Theory. But yeah, I was very, very shocked that Team Vision won this match because I was not expecting it. I'll give it a good solid about 7 out of 10. Didn't think it was the best War Games match ever. I think the women's was better, but yeah. So yeah. Also, Brock Lesnar's probably final match of 2025. Can we confirm that? Probably, right? I don't know. But then Roman got up, looked very disappointed, helped Punk up, did not help Cody up. They got into a little confrontation, and Roman said, "This is the last time we'll ever team together." And Cody said, "Yeah, I got it." So yeah, that was it. We got a little confrontation between Roman and Cody, which only leads me to believe we're going to see Roman Cody 3 WrestleMania 42 main event. Come on, boys. We're cooking now. Hey, I understand why Roman helped Punk up. Because they're the Zebros! Yeah! They're the Zebros, alright. So yeah, I'll give the storytelling right here a 10 out of 10. But the actual War Games match itself, I'd probably a 7 out of 10. But yeah, that was Survivor Series War Games San Diego. My overall thoughts on the show, it was a good show. I would say maybe like a, I would say maybe like a 7 out of 10 for the entirety of the show. Because I thought that women's war, or not the women's war games. I thought that Stephanie versus Bella match was the worst on the show. But yeah, what do you guys think? Comments below about the Survivor Series War Games. Anyway, that's all I have, guys, today. I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the day. Put your comments down below. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Bye.